we want to go ahead and talk about some prices because Disneyland has had a number of promotional opportunities provided to both Anaheim guests and to everybody around the nation right here via some Costco sales and so forth. What if I told you that, well, you might be paying less to get in, but maybe more when you get there? Ah, yes, the old bait and switch tactic right here. From Scott Gooston, Anaheim residents can purchase a special one-day, one-park Disneyland Resort ticket for $70, available for a limited time. Well, that's nice. Pretty good stuff right there. And Scott Gooston was also on top of providing details on a 3-day park hopper ticket with multi-pass lightning lane included and a $30 Disney dining gift card. And I believe the math on this.
Nothing says we're doing great than a promotion like this.
Yes. I mean, this was a huge one right here. I believe it was a savings of like $200. I mean, this was a real deal right here. But remember that $30 Disney dining gift card, because you might need it. And Attractions 360 actually verified this at a Costco near them. But again, you're going to be paying more when you get there. Here you go. Mm-hmm. Beverages, souvenirs, Mickey pretzels, Baymax bread, and more increase in price at Disneyland Resort. That's by Walt Disney World News Today. Shenanigans. Dozens of menu items across Disneyland Resort increased in price overnight. The price increases are generally between 25 cents and $1.25, mostly affecting beverages. That's great. That's fantastic. Why have you be comfortable in a theme park when we can just charge you for that?
Water almost $5.
Almost $5. These standard
with
beverage
tax,
options.
It will be $5.
Yes.
With the King's tax. Yes.
Yeah, you mean Gavin Newsom? Is that right, Culture? These standard beverage options throughout Disneyland Resort have increased in price. You can see right there, a Dasani bottled water, as Marvin beautifully pointed out, from $4.39 to $4.79. Assorted fountain beverages, regular size, $4.59, $4.99. By the way, want to say, it's July, it's summer. Increase the prices on the beverages. Large size soft drink, $5.29 to $5.69. Minute Maid fruit punch from $2.99 to $3.49. Thank you for that. Low-fat milk, $2.99 to $3.49. Chocolate milk, $4.49 to $4.99. That's just great stuff right there. And there are many more price increases. In fact, as Thrill Park IQ pointed out, there are price increases on over 1,200 items. And these all began July 15th. Guys, what's going on here? Bait and switch.
They are fleecing. They are price gouging. They are constantly raising prices far beyond what inflation calls for. It's disgusting. It's vile, and it will never stop. It will never, ever stop. 10 years from now, we'll be talking about how water is $10.
Terrible. You know what? We're going to play a clip just because of this.
You didn't. Well, of all the cheap, lousy ways to save a buck.
Terrible. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, that doesn't quite apply. Well, you know what they do also? You see, sometimes they don't even increase the prices on things, especially at those sit-down restaurants. Culture, you can back me up here. Sometimes they just reduce the portion sizes, as Christine McCarthy pointed out on an earnings call, by the way. That we were doing our Disney guests a favor by reducing their portion sizes and saving money on that in order to make more bucks.
And then we have things on the cost of goods side, and it's interesting. Just last week, maybe it was just last week, I was talking to our parks senior team about things we could do there, and there are lots of things that are worth talking about. We can adjust suppliers, we can substitute products, we can cut portion size, which is probably good for some people's waistlines.
You're welcome, fatties.
Well, this actually goes back all the way back to 2013 when I was unwittingly participating in a food and beverage meeting at Epcot with the entire team, not paying attention by whom they were seated, since I was seated in a quiet corner. And they had a food and beverage meeting right there with the people that were in charge of the particular festival that I was in attendance of, and the fact they were talking about a 13 to 15% in the cost and a significant reduction in the size of the portions that they were giving their guests in order to offset last year's extraordinary earnings, because they wanted to make a repeat performance. So that was pretty interesting when you're hearing, the EVP there talking specifically about bilking you of things that are, Not quite the same size as they were last year. And if you've ever had that lovely, what's it called? The pretzel dog or whatever back in the one corner there, they're constantly fleecing you when it comes to food and beverage. Things get thinner, things get shorter, things get much smaller in quantity. This is something that is a regular practice to bilk you. But look, I just want to say thank you to good old forcibly retired Christine McCarthy and just say thanks for reducing some waist sizes on some people. Well done.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they destroyed the gumbo that was in New Orleans Square?
Yes, I do. I do remember that. I remember when they destroyed the Monte Cristo sandwich, the famous Monte Cristo sandwich from Blue Bayou and Cafe Orleans, right? Yes. And they first of all, it used to be like 2 portions cut in half. Then they reduced it to 1 portion cut in half, and they reduced even that. And it was like, what? And they didn't just keep the price the same, or maybe even reduce the price. No. They actually increased the price substantially and offered far less in value. This is how it goes. And it seems that, as somebody in the chat pointed out here, when it comes to the waistlines of guests,
we can cut portion size, which is probably good for some people's waistlines.
It seems that Disney's all about that shape language.
And so what we've tried to do is really bring that shape language from the architecture. But like what we love to talk about at WDI is shape language. And we often refer to shape language.
There's such iconic shape language in Spaceship Reverie Attraction. We really wanted to make sure that we fused to that throughout the space.
I mean, you know,
I love that shape
people
language.
Can I just say that Blue Bayou actually is down to 3 entrees reportedly?
Really? Wow, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Disney, it's so funny because Disney used to be the place to go for food. Universal was known for having no good food. And now it's like basically they've gone like this, where like Universal has upped their food game immensely and Disney's food game is just fallen. Like I got mac and cheese bites and like a little ravioli at Epcot the other day. And it was like, it was just basically eating microwaved like junk from a school cafeteria.
Yeah. But imagine this. If you go to Blue Bayou, you get 3 choices for entrees for dinner. You get the market fish, which is probably, cod that they scraped off of somebody's shoe. Then you had the $50 sirloin. Good luck with that. And they have the chicken. That's it. You get 3 entrees. And they don't taste anything like they used to.
I went to Universal and I had this amazing like sandwich at the Circus McGurkus, and my buddy Travis Heckel, who is the thumbnail artist for the Jim Cornette Experience, he got this bread cone that was filled with pasta and meatballs, and it was unbelievable. Like they've really stepped their food game up.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard wild reviews for Epic Universe and so forth, but I just look at like Blue Bayou. I mean, you're talking like average $70 an entree, something like that. I mean, it's very, very high, or at least you're paying $70 per person after drinks and everything else. And I remember we had dined there for the first time, I believe in 2021 or 2022. I can't quite remember at this point, but I remember my friend at the time ordered the Monte Cristo sandwich, and it was like, oh, this doesn't taste quite right. I believe the server said, yeah, it's frozen. It's like, what? I mean, this used to be freshly made every single day for every single meal for decades. Yep. And it's like, what? You're going to reduce the food quality that much? Go ahead.
Yeah. Meanwhile, go to Epic Universe and go into the cafe and get a turkey sandwich, and it's fresh carved turkey on freshly baked bread with with fresh fruit and crisp arugula. Like it's night and day.
But Orlando's,
but at least you're getting something.
But Orlando's greatest food was at that Mythic Cafe or whatever it was called. They had a banner up for like over a decade. I still have to tell you that they made all their food fresh there. At least
they did that. That's why they were the #1 theme park restaurant for 80 years.
That's so true. I don't forget what's the name of that place. They closed it, right? That's
Mythos, was it?
I think so. I wanted to say Mythic, but Mythos,
like
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It was great. And here's the cool thing: everybody walked by it, and they're like, "Wow, okay, that's the greatest restaurant," And then you go in there, and you're like, "Oh, it's kind of nice in here," and they have air conditioning, and you can look out these giant plate glass windows, and they bring you fresh food, and then you're like, "Hey, that was a pretty good meal."
The Harry Potter food still stinks, though. Don't get it.
Oh wait, Tom says Mythos is still open. Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, Mythos is
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought it was still open.
Well, I just know that whole area is. Oh wait, I'm not allowed to talk about that.
still covering up the best theme park food ever, at least according to one specific reviewer.
Hey, look, if they give me $80,000 a year to put my name on that, I'm fine with it.
That's a fair point. That's,
right. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna shill all the way.
Shill all the way.
There are entire websites dedicated to Disney food. It was such a big part.
It used to
be. To the point where entire festivals based around Disney food.
Oh yes, absolutely. When it comes to Disneyland food and Disneyland prices, I just think it's kind of abhorrent that they are increasing the prices to the degree that they are, reducing the quality to the degree that they are, but still like, oh, hey, come on in, guys. Come on in. We're going to go ahead and give you a discount to get you in, but when you're actually there, we're going to charge you more. Not cool.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.